Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Cup Heroes 1 Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn on the left side as the green Abbasid Dynasty, we have Valdemar 1902. Spawn on the right side as the yellow English, we have Naheulbeuk. I don't know how to pronounce either of these names. And this is not a stated map, it's one of the custom maps. Let's take a quick look at it. Let's see, we've got deer, stone, and gold back here. Looks like, of course, safe deposits. In the middle of the map, it's like a giant valley, isn't it? If I can't really angle the camera downwards, but it's a giant valley. There are 3 sacred sites. There's trade posts on the sides. We got both the boar apparently just randomly spawned on top. And there's a lot of shrubbery there to hide forces around the center, while the center of the map is very wide open and not a lot of resources. Couple small deposits, but essentially contestable. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and get the replay start going. Abbasid Dynasty, which they are tending pretty good versus cavalry civilization, but against fighting against English, which are not a cavalry civilization. Their unique unit, the barracks unit, the Mosafadi. No, that's the Malian's unique melee one. The golems. The golems are anti-light specialists, but the English have good man-at-arms, especially if there is special research of ironclad to get extra armor on their man-at-arms. I'm assuming man-at-arms play will be excellent for the English player. We've got the military wing now put on the field, getting 2 immediate spearmen and archers put on the field, and a small little force to play around with. We've got the longbowmen being put out by the council hall. We also got some spearmen being put out as well. Got a horseman on the build queue as well, wherever the stable may be at. There it is. Of course, they can pull out camels are anti-cavalry specialists, but of course his opponent doesn't have cavalry at the moment, barring a scout. Does get some free damage down that longbowman, very nice. Taking out these longbowmen like this is very, very important. And of course, this is also alerted his opponent has gone for military wing, because that's a unusual force to have immediately. Now we do have the Golden Age Tier 1. Fast forward a little bit, we've got the green now advancing on forward. Of course, you can get the early man arms. Let's see, ironclad gets +2/+2 armor. I think man-at-arms would be the best item for the English player. Horsemen won't have trouble versus man-at-arms as well. So I think the English player really should go for the man-at-arms. Archers right now only have 5 damage. Unlikely we'll get any more pierce damage anytime soon. That is a little expensive this moment of time. We've got pierce armor being researched by the English as well, not pierce damage. That's a little bit unusual. Usually we see pierce damage being researched by the longbowmen. Pierce armor will be handy if someone's going for mass archers as well. He can get boot camping health, increased health on all of his infantry units. And green is setting up a nice little force here to engage from the north. Yellow has a nice little force here. Hitting some of the reinforcements can be very nice. He has a couple of spearmen to defend the longbowmen. You could set up the longbowmen right here and put in some palings. Green's army looks like it's falling on back. Got a good number of horsemen here. To play out some random spearmen all across everywhere could be very reasonable. At least near, like, say, the gold or the stone mine. Now going for an early farm. Of course, the English's farm does get inherent gathering rate, 15, 20, 25, 30%. In comparison of, say, the Mongols' increased collection rate for his forces. Oh, good spear brace there. Does get a free horseman there. In comparison to Mongols investing in stone into their economic research, that will give them additional 7.5 per research, so up to 22.5. So the increased mill influence along with the increased gold generation is superior to, say, Mongols' improved food collection. Some of these spearmen are going down. Has a good number of longbowmen, but he does not have enough spearmen. Horsemen starting to close on in. trying to focus on the green archers now. A couple spearmen in the mix, but green has some spearmen as well. They'll focus on yellow spearmen. Longbone started stepping away. They do have pierce armor, not pierce damage, which I still find a little bit weird and definitely not a good idea at the moment. Some of these backline longbone could have got palings up and going. And now this longbone will get overran. The yellow's force will go down. He's getting more spearmen out as well as more longbowmen. Now we've got the fresh foodstuffs being pulled out by green.
انتبهوا سأنفذ لنذهب هيا بنا
Sarah, John.
Yes, sir. أنصتوا
Green's now pushing forward with these horsemen now.
شدوا أقواسكم أيها الرماة أيها الرماة تقدموا
Got a small force of longbow here that should be able to deal with these archers no problem. Horsemen now moving around. Got a nice little wave of defensive spearmen. Green's yellow scouts in the region, so he's able to spot the green horsemen. Very nice. He could pass one outpost here. Not only provides him the castle network, or network of castles, I should say, but also help provide spotting into the shrubbery. Now green has deployed out his additional town center there, collecting up all these deer. Yellow has not deployed out a second town center at the moment, and pretty far from it. He may be eyeing for the, what's it called, Council of Kings? No, King's Palace. Not Council of Kings. All these names sort of get blurred together for me.
أنصتوا يا رجال
Or Scout does see some fire there, which actually is good for yellow since it is, of course, has health regen. Does see a good volley there onto yellow spearmen as well. It looks like green's pushing forward, maybe trying to eye to collect some of this gold here, or nope, that's a mill for the deer. Looks like yellow does have some various technologies, pierce damage and pierce armor, and now getting out the double broad axe.
انتبهوا سأنفذ
Do now have some man-at-arms deployed on the field, a very good number. I mentioned beforehand, I think man-at-arms would be a great item in this composition, and he is now getting out some. Does have a handful of spears as well, getting some spears to go along with the man-at-arms would be very handy indeed. And now these man-at-arms are making their advance. Of course, man-at-arms are not the fastest thing. Now trying to engage these horsemen, spearmen here. He may want to get palings up and going. Now he's going to be clapped on in by these horsemen. He does not have palings up. In actuality, the horsemen are going straight for the man-at-arms. He's trying to deal with the man-at-arms first. He's worried about his front line here with the archers. I probably would have gone straight for the long bowmen. Those pose a massive threat. Yellow's front line so somewhat holding thanks to the man-at-arms durability. Longbone getting some excellent damage on these forces. Focusing on these archers. A little bit overkilling them, however, but he's definitely focusing down. Still no palings deployed out there. And now the couple of man-at-arms are still in the front line. That was probably a big misplay there, not going for the long bowmen. Greece now has 51 villagers versus 41 villagers. And now do got some hack armor and wheelbarrow now being researched by the English player. And now over here do have the survival techniques and the wheelbarrow. And I increased with survival techniques a moment. Oof, he needs another mill over here. He's already collected this deer deposit, unless he really wants, he's going to eye for getting more. But overall, it's a little bit too late for survival techniques, though it is a relatively cheap upgrade. More man-at-arms being put on the field. And now he's going to take time to collect those berries. Maybe it would have been a good idea to put it right here. Let's see now. Looks like he's going for more horsemen, more archers. And I still remain that composition. Longbow and man-at-arm is still a good composition. A couple spearmen won't hurt as well. Oh yeah, now they changed up how setup camp works. Now you can place down these campfires for vision. Can they reveal inside shrubbery? Maybe a good idea to pull it out right there inside the shrubbery if you need spotting into the shrubbery. Though that may start a forest fire. Think about it. It seems awfully dry. Got a massive wave of horsemen here. Need palings up. He's not going for palings. I know it reduces the damage, but it does take a moment to set on up. And you can't fire while it's going up, but now the horsemen are collapsing on in. The man-at-arms are trying to hold the line. Longbow trying to hit these archers in the mix of it. Man-at-arms doing some good work, but they don't have bonuses versus horsemen. He also has a handful of longbow still. Lion man-at-arms are doing some great work. Many of these horsemen are going on down, and there's still a significant number of man-at-arms still alive. Let's got another horseman there. Horseman now stream on in, trying to hit these longbowmen. Man-at-arms are rotating around, and Green may be eyeing for a counterattack, though it's not really a force you can counterattack with. And the man-at-arms still pose a massive threat. Oh! Battering ram. Very, very nice. We do now have siege engineers being pulled up. It has been pulled on out. Man-at-arms push way forward. Does receive some damage there from the horseman. And right now he does have, of course, hack and melee armor at the moment. Longbowman and man-at-arms pushing forward. That's going to slice up some of these archers there, trying to focus on the longbowmen. Now here comes the battering ram to create a breach here. Or crack open the hard exterior in order to get the nice soft insides. Man-at-arms trying to hit these archers now. Looks like all the horsemen has gone down. They've got more man-at-arms charging forward, intercepting these forces. Battering ram getting some hits over here. And the horsemen are going to engage it. Man-at-arms charging forward. It's just a blacksmith. Losing blacksmith's not a massive deal. Blacksmiths are relatively cheap. And it's currently not researching anything, so it won't deny any sort of research. And currently right now it's not drawing any fire. Not a whole lot of longbowmen here to support these men-at-arms either. Now got hack damage for the man-at-arms. And these archers are starting to go down as well. These man-at-arms are getting quite wounded. Still a significant number of them though, and they're being whittled down by these archers. The blacksmith will go down. Putting some holes in these housing could be very useful. Now it's trying to move around. Battering just needs to perhaps just a move forward. And it looks like these man-at-arms did try to hit these villagers. One... Nope, that villager does get saved, looks like. And it's pushing forward, trying to engage these archers now. Got a good number of longbow in the back line as well. Horsemen now charging forward. Man-at-arms trying to defend them. The couple of spearmen that was there did get cleaned on up. Now the horsemen are eyeing for a counterattack. He may just want to regroup his forces. He doesn't. These are spearmen up here. That's something for sure. But he may want to take on the regroup his forces. Is the battering ram still alive? There it is. Can be battering down some of these other structures, but the villagers can go up and torch it. Horsemen now overrunning these longbowmen. Some good hits there. We do got the man-at-arms rotating around trying to engage on him. And does get some damage there. Horsemen are falling him back. Green does have a superior number of villagers, mode 77 to 55. I think the battering has been destroyed. Yep, I don't see it up here anymore. Do you have an outpost over here? Let's see. Oh, looks like the English player is eyeing for Castle Age relatively soon. Yeah, this is a Dynasty player. Doesn't have nowhere near has enough gold for it at the moment. Looks like they had some of these guys a little bit idle there as well. Several castles are active, getting really increased. Oh, just 15%. It's a general increase of attack speed. Archstein did some good stutter step there. Longbow just being able to move forward. Now I've got the King's Palace. I need to use that to produce additional villagers. Let's see, he's being poured out. Where exactly? Oh, right there. And it's been cast, but nothing started yet. He probably needs to get that building sooner rather than later, of course. So he can get ironclad as well as the standard man-at-arms upgrade, going from early to regular. King's Palace going on up. 20% increased attack speed? I thought it was just 15%. Got a massive wave of villagers push my way forward. Oh, try and claim the berries. That's a little bit risky, just going for berries. Whoops, I hit my microphone. My apologies. Golden Age Tier 2 activated, giving him some increased gap collection rate. Actually, just research speed, not collection rate. Golden Age Tier 2 is not that great. Golden Age Tier 3 is very good. 1's good, 3's good, 2, not so good. Increased research rate is nice, but not really that notable. Trying to overrun this farm now. It does overrun the farm. Let's find some of these horsemen here as well. Allowing these horsemen more opportunity to engage on in. Of course, the King's Palace is up and going, so it has now a second town center. Green has a massive wave of archers here. Man-at-arms now have been upgraded to regular man-at-arms. Does not have ironclad being researched at the moment, but 5 melee or pierce armor is enough to make these archers do 1 damage each, which is just good enough. Veteran longbow now research as well, getting their damage up to 9. Man-at-arms, these guys are going to be nearly indestructible against these archers. Horsemen right now do 9 damage each, and they right now only have 5 hack armor. You could potentially with ironclad as well as additional hack armor, get additional 3 melee armor there, making those horsemen only do 1 damage against them, which make those man-arms nearly impervious. So in other words, eye for the armor. How expensive is ironclad? It's got to be a bit expensive, isn't it? It's a reasonable amount at this point in time. It is an investment. Not a massive, not a minor investment. There are no berries on the bottom of the map. There are still some deer here, and green has, or yellow is not either deer whatsoever. I said it's been an oversight. Deer is... I probably put a bit too much emphasis on deer, but deer provides a great resource. But berries, they provide a good amount of those fields do provide a good amount of food, but they just don't get collected all too quickly. After all, this berry patch was very, very large. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times 250, or technically 350 since it is the Abbasid Dynasty. Is 2450, if my math is incorrect. As well as a deer right now, which each one has 350 as well, and also 7 there. So this is actually equivalent to this, but gets gathered up 50% faster? No, 25% faster. Deer collection rate is what, 0.8? Berries is 0.66. Considerably faster, to say the least. Scout does all that stuff. Knights are now employed on the field. Would be very effective versus these horsemen, and resist a lot of damage from these archers. They do have 5 pierce armor, so they'll sustain 1 damage per arrow. Do now have the economic ring being researched. He's being a bit defensive. Does have less villagers. Oh crap. That is a lot of dead villagers there. The long one gains some great damage there. He does not have additional pierce damage just yet. He may want to go for more pierce damage. It will really pay out in the long run for his long bows. With economic wing research, you will have access to agriculture, improving the villager gathering rate by farms by plus 15%, which will make it similar to the natural farming bonus over here, but this does improve per age. And right now it's in castle age, so it's 10% less. These knights will be cleaned on up, but it took a lot of damage to take those guys down. You now have the composite bows, increasing attack speed of these archers. Very nice. Pierce armor, pierce damage. Let's see his double blacksmith on the field and going for forestry. And he's got his veteran archer research as well. That is very important. He's actually at pop cap, and there's the veteran archer research. He needs to get more population space. No, he doesn't. He needs to find... There you go. Found the archer range for the veteran archer. Gets it cancelled. Yellow has a significant smaller force in his opponent. Not too significant, 87 to 65. And green, this area has not been spotted, so these 16 villagers are going to be claiming this gold, and that is stealing gold from your opponent's side of the map. It's very important. These knights may randomly find it, however. Now I do have the veteran horseman research. We've got a Mangonel deployed on the field, and now green's eyeing for a massive force here. Veteran archer research almost complete, and it's getting some hack damage as well. Hack damage has been researched. These knights will spot the outposts, and these horsemen are charging forward as well. Yellow has... Oh, okay, those are not scouts. I don't know why I thought those were scouts. There was an outpost here spawning for quite a bit, not upgraded, so 100 wood there, but probably use... Oh! He tried to go for those villagers, unsuccessful. Ooh, if he would have got those villagers, that would have been great. Worth a shot. Mangonel, straight forward, finds a massive volley there. Another Mangonel fires a shot there. Rains wide, gets some damage there. Horsemen are engaging horsemen. Horsemen trying to engage the Mangonels now. Longbowmen trying to surround the Mangonels there, interrupting the pathing there. No palings to protect them. The Mangonels now dancing around, trying to avoid any additional fire there, and does save the Mangonels, both of them. All the horsemen do go down. Man-at-arms still engaging. These archers have 9 damage. These man-at-arms does have ironclads that 8 pierce armor, which means these archers do 1 damage each, which is critical. Critically low damage. Horsemen pushing forward, getting some great damage in as well. They only have 5 pierce armor, but they do bonus damage versus the archers. Now got this force advance forward. He does have siege engineers, so he can pull out some forward battered rams with his man-at-arms and longbows. Rolls a miss there. Second sight not being captured on up, but no eyeing for the relic. Longbowmen are in a great position there. Got more barracks on the front line. And these villagers will be cleaned up. Good number 1 longbowman got horsemen as well. Mangonels push way forward. Mangonels do bonus hit with the structures. Predator onto those barracks. You could also push forward the Mangonels to the Longbowmen. The Longbowmen can pull out some palings to make sure they don't go down, so at least not get overran. Some barracks are starting going down. We've got Paris Spring also maybe pull out a field as well. The Abbasid Dynasty players can pull out stuff, more advanced siege weapons with their units. However, the most advanced one you can pull out with an infantry unit is probably traction trebuchets for the Mongols. Yellow's not going for a secret sight there. Yellow has Spirit of Military at the moment. Green's still trying to rebuild some military as well, going for a whole big wave of Lancers. One does have a couple of Spearmen in this mix for not a whole lot. Lancers not charging forward, or just finding some good shots there. There's also a handful of crossbowmen as well. Not all of them are engaging. It's a bit of a nasty fight there. Yellow's just trying to engage. Longbowman getting some excellent damage across the line. Does lose one of the Mangonels there. Mangonel fires just 1 shot before going down. Gets a small hit there on the archer force. And Yellow's force does soft retreats away. Not going to be pursued by these Lancers. A couple villagers idle over here. And now some of these Lancers are seeing lots of large amount of longbow fire. They currently do 10 damage each. The Lancers have 6 pierce armor. Trebuchet now being pulled afield. Has been pulled afield. Finds shot down the gate. I think I just flashed him with the spring gold. I could be mistaken about that. Lancers are still alive, but sustaining massive amounts of fire there. We do got a keep here. Now we've got the network of citadels being researched, improving the attack speed by 20 to 40%, doubling their attack speed. Spring gold trying to hit these trebuchets. Trebuchets receive massive fire now. Longbowmen sort of get over around. They're not hitting the knights. They could. There's not. Maybe good idea to get inside the castle. The keep does have, of course, more protection and does have inherently higher damage with the arrows, I believe. Yep, he does not get the keep there. I say this is an oversight. Archers advance forward. Got spring golds here. Longbowmen getting focused down. Horsemen charge forward, trying to get the spring golds. And these miners are falling back away from the stone mine. A couple random horsemen along the flanks. Very nice. Even charging forward against the damage there. Longbowmen standing and fighting. Network of the citadels have been researched. Now going for boiling oil as well. It's actually getting a lot of damage on these reinforcements. So Green's force is dwindling in size. So Yellow needs more force. There's only a handful of crossbowmen here to engage the man-at-arms. More man-at-arms being put on the field. And now we got fresh Mangonel. This one's going to do a great damage there. Spring Gold could engage, gets a great hit there on those forces. Spring Gold's pushing forward. Mangonel finds another volley there, gets great damage. And does take out that Mangonel. English player's not going for survival techniques. The deer have not been claimed, and those Spring Golds have now been claimed. Green's force will be cleaned on up. Got these forces being queued around these forces, but he needs time to regroup his forces. They'll be streamed one at a time. There's 3 knights and a lot of horsemen and man-at-arms. Lancers do get a good charge attack there. And now they keep noticing some fire from this trebuchet. I heard a relic not being claimed. Yellow's force now trying to hit that counterweight trebuchet. Berkshire Castle not being forward field. That is a long-range keep. It has a 15 power range rather than the standard 10. Or actually, the regular arrows only have 8 range. Spring Golds have 9, cannons have 10. The Berkshire Castle, of course, has 15 range arrows. Trebuchets do have 16 range. They are able to outrange the Berkshire Castle. Green's not cleaning up this gold deposit now. Looks like Green's going for a couple spring golem placements somewhere. Not so sure where. Actually, over here, he has upgraded those outposts that were never cleaned up to fortified outposts with spring golds. Berkshire Castle's almost complete. That will allow him to get up to his Imperial Age as well. Fresh spring gold put out by the keep. The keeps, British keeps or English keeps do act as various production structures. But it's there. Man-at-arms are charging forward. Got some horsemen here as well. Find some damage there. Spring Gold's trying to push way forward. And the Spring Gold does go down to the Camel Rider. Multiple trebuchets now put on field, seeding down this keep. Spring Gold trying to charge him forward. Does get a good hit there. We're seeing a lot of arrow fire. Spring Gold will be repaired on up. Very nice. Got second Spring Gold being put on field. And now got a big wave of camels and knights trying to push them forward, trying to deal, or lancers trying to engage these Spring Golds. They are being successful. They will receive a lot of fire from Berkshire Castle. Its bow damage is 16 at the moment. and the regular keep fire is only 14, so these arrows are inherently stronger as well. They have the fire effect there, so I think they're probably using have chemistry or the incendiary arrow to be able to research for it. Some mangonels here. A large number of trebuchets now float out on the field by green. It's a great damage there. Berkshire Castle now under fire. It does have increased garrison space there. And its range does reach out all the way here. Trebuchets are forced outside the range. Got elite horsemen, elite spearmen, and the final axe upgrade. See here, the yellow player has reached most of the economic techs. Green still has some. Yellow has now elite command arms as well, into 9/9 armor. Imperial Age now just positioned for the Abbasid Dynasty player. Looks like he's got the culture wing. Time to get the reduced cost of all technologies, the heal, keeps healing, and it's going to convert units single targetedly without the usage of relics. Man arms searching forward, receive quite a bit of fire from the mangonels. Yellow has more man arms from reinforcement. Got a single knight here, slicing up some villagers. Man arms searching forward. Veteran artists right now still do 9 damage. They need more damage to get any serious damage on the man at arms. There's a handful of crossbowmen here. One for the Tide Farm as well as the elite archer research. He does find that monk as well. Right now, both players have claimed 2 relics. Green's a base for villagers in this region. I'm not sure what they're doing. They're trying to claim this gold. Got a lot of palisade walls here. Plans to discharge forward there. Based on the man at arms by all these trebuchets. And more man at arms being pulled on the field. Green's right now's mass production is not exactly been fast. Going for more horsemen as well as more crossbows. He may not have academies just yet. Where's the blacksmith? Here it is. Oh, he does have academy. Trying to work down this gate now. Get a great hit there with the mangonels. And our first report got these longbow engagement also on this palisade gate as well as this outpost. And now it looks like he also wants more pierce damage. Horsemen sort of make their way forward. We got the trebuchets falling back. Got a good number of trebuchets here, but of course they're needed to hit the Berkshire Castle. Yellow slowly pushes his way forward here. Horsemen trying to overrun the Spring Gold, who's trying to hit some of these battered rams or hit the mangonel. Spring Gold is still alive, but barely. And it looks like these villagers trying to claim this gold has been forced on back by these horsemen. Green's now running pretty low on gold. Yellow has a good amount of gold income. Looking at this gold deposit here. And this gold deposit can still be claimed, though it is then yellow or green does take a bite out of it. Now that's golden age tier 3, giving green some more economic income, as well as research, as well as increased production speed. And it desperately does need the production speed. Keep does go down there. I think it may have been canceled. Now I've got Shining Projectiles for trebuchets for the English player. It's expensive research. Horseman does find opportunity on these trebuchets. Does take out one of them there. Archforce trying to protect them. Does take out another trebuchet there. Third one does go down there. And now Yellow's trying to advance it forward as well. Gonna run Green's infantry force there. Getting slowed down by the trebuchet. The trebuchet should just be abandoned. Child's range is incredibly far. It's sometimes a bit misleading how far it is. And the trebuchet does go down as well. Green's not lying going for a defensive castle here. Green's horsemen are falling back. And overall, the hand cannons are getting some good damage, but there's just too many men-at-arms. Needs more crossbowmen. Hand cannoneers will be also good as well. Green's going for his 4 to keep. Trying to go for the secret sight as well. He's now going for the increased health on his infantry forces, as well as increase their damage. Keep is still being built. There's a lot of villages. He's not going to stop the keep from being built. It all depends how many villages he's going to lose for it. Man-at-arms pushing forward. Spearmen trying to hit them as well. Now these villagers, a good chunk of them needs to get inside the keep. Does get inside the keep there. Now got a lot of extra arrows firing against his force, but he does have a lot of pierce armor in this force as well. Keep right now is doing 15 damage per arrow, or 13 damage per arrow. And these man-at-arms, they do have 10 pierce armor, so they sustain minimal damage even from the keep arrows. Good number of hand cannoneers will go on field. They do have less range than archers, as well as a lot less range than long bowmen. But they do provide some good fire support, primarily to hit those men-at-arms as well as horsemen. Now, citadels have been activated now. Trebuchet is being overran by Green's horsemen. They will go down. Green's keep receiving fire there. And this trebuchet looks like will go down. As Green range forces report against great damage there on these men-at-arms, but it's in the range of Berkshire Castle. Let's back out of the range of Berkshire Castle. Got the keep here. It looks like Green's out of stone. More horsemen now being put off field by Green. His gold income is minimal. He has no... His gold deposits have been harassed. He's out of gold itself on the other deposits. And there's 30,000 gold there. He needs to really secure it up. Archers, crossbowmen, hand cannoneers advance forward. Gets good hits there on these horsemen. Now I got these villagers getting hit by these horsemen as well. So these horsemen are starting to take out these villagers. Green does not have a lot of reserve resources. He's probably going to have a lot more horsemen and archers at current rate. He has no real gold income. Now I do got a Rabbit from point of view. Does fire one volley before going down. I really don't know how effective those things are because they don't really have great range. Now that's a good number of crossbows or archers here. He could push against the Berkshire Castle to get some more damage going. While the are getting some good damage on it, he does not have incendiary arrows. Richard Yell's going for now the siege works in order to get increased health with siege weapons. The trebuchets are firing away. They do have shattering projectiles getting some extra AoE damage. And these villagers trying to go for this gold deposit once again, but Yellow's going to be trying to stealing it. Got multiple mining camps here, going for multiple towers as well. Green's in an increasingly less and less good position here. Yellow has 4 production at the moment. Yellow is able to maintain more gold supply. And these longbowmen have not really been touched the entire time, and the men-at-arms have been very good at doing their work. Keep will go down shortly. He does not really have enough stone to keep it repaired up, or the repair rate. Does take out the keep now. Yellow's front line is basically non-existent, but he has still a significant amount of longbowmen here to fight excellent fire support. Now he's going for the incendiary arrows, and now going for the arrow volley, increase the attack. Let's see what it exactly does. Reduce the time to attack by +1 second for a duration of 6 seconds. Yale's not cleaning up all this gold, going for a pair of outposts here as well. Now these horsemen are hitting some of these outlying villager collection sites as well. Green's trebuchet does go down to Yellow's trebuchets. Green does have some hand cannoneers here as well. More horsemen being pushing forward. The incendiary arrow is almost complete for Yellow, giving a 20% damage increase. Now these longbows do now 14 damage, a significant damage increase, especially for all the armor. But it's there. Longbowman getting some rounds of that palisade gate as well. Reinforcements just being queued up right there. Horsemen still raiding Green's area, trying to go for some outposts here. Green has some more horsemen as well as some lancers. Golden Tongue has not recovered yet. The mill has gone down now. Looks like all these villagers will be going down. There is arrow slits here, but the horsemen can take those out, no problem. Trebuchets push way forward. Got a nice little force here to escort it. Good damage on this infrastructure. Horsemen charging forward. There's a very good amount of villagers here to go down to those horsemen. Of course, the more villagers he takes out, the more military Green can field. Villagers now trying to get into the keep there. There's 57 villagers in this region. Horsemen now receiving some fire there, not getting inside the keep at the moment. Green's horsemen now charging forward. Green has quite a handful of cannoneers as well, going for more hand cannoneers. So Green's army will overrun these trebuchets. And Yellow's force is being overran. There's still some man-at-arms in this region, but the Mangonel is finding some good hits onto those man-at-arms. And plus he does have a good number of crossbows and hand cannoneers as well. Some good damage there. Yellow's falling on back. Got a pair of battering rams on people on the field, as well as a bombard. Bombard does fire there, trying to go for the scored stone. Cannoneers receive a good shot up there from Mangonel. Man-at-arms are trying to charge up forward. Horsemen getting good flank down to the range unit, but it's simply just not enough of them. Yellow's batter rams just charging on forward, trying to get some more infrastructure done, damage done. Berkshire Castle is reaching all the way over here, providing some good damage support. Well, these man-at-arms are trying to push right forward, hand cannoneers as well. Getting some great damage there. Looks like something went down there. Looks like the trebuchet is getting some counter attacks. Trying to save the bombard there. Does have some man-at-arms to stop them. Bombard does see some damage there. He does hit the bombard for going down. That's going to pick off some more of the infantry units. More of these forces are advancing forward to overrun these forces. Crossbowmen and archers advancing forward as well. Are getting some damage from the infrastructure. Yellow's man armed horsemen trying to charge on forward. Green still does not have a lot of gold income at the moment. Force starting to go on down. Got this force over here. Man arms trying to stream up forward. There's a breach over here. And now the gate's starting to go down as well. This force is getting very, very congested there. And those now, with that big opening there, now these forces starting to break their way through. Of course, got a good number of hand candy served forward by Yellow's low to provide some general damage support. And some of Green's infrastructure starting to go on down. Green does have a small reserve, decent reserve of food and wood, but he's going to need to plow a lot of horsemen as well as among other things. Got the bombard tanks forward, and so this infrastructure started going down to siege units. Green's supposed to be forcing back to this keep over here. And more man armed or tributary shots on this infrastructure. This infrastructure is not what Green wants to have happen. He needs this infrastructure stays up alive in order to start so he can actually use it and produce stuff. Forcing not hitting the villager line now. And some of the stables are starting to go on down. Man arms getting some good shots there. And some infrastructure starting to go on down. Green still has 200 max populations, losing the housing won't doom him as the overpop. Right now the military force is 18 to 53. Yellow's pushing more and more of this force here. Villagers trying to go for these bombard towers, but a good number of them will go down. Green's down to losing a lot of villagers at the moment. And with that, I think it's going to be the end of the game. And that is the end of the replay. This is Anna Great saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.